Since we are fast approaching the holiday season, I figured it was the perfect time to throw together my picks for the best Switch games. This list will consist of my top 15 games for the Nintendo Switch. A quick disclaimer, this is just my opinion. If I missed your favorite Nintendo Switch games, I do apologize. These are just really my favorites, and if I missed yours, make sure you let me know in the comments below, but please be respectful, we all like different things. Lastly, if you like this video, please make sure you drop a like on it, it really helps. Also, make sure you subscribe for more upcoming Nintendo related content like this. So without further ado, here is my list for the top 15 Nintendo Switch games. Up first, we have number 15 with Doom. I was really torn whether or not I should put Doom on this list, but after some careful consideration, I realized that I had to. Doom is a fast-paced first-person shooter, and it is mind-blowing that it was able to be ported to the Switch. And to be able to run, especially as good as it does in handheld mode, makes the game just ridiculously fun. The game's story is not its strength, it's still a blast for anyone who likes to slay demons from hell at a super fast pace. Doom 2016 is a great first-person shooter for Switch players. Up next, at 14, I have Diablo III, Eternal Collection. Diablo III is a dungeon crawler action RPG. Its top-down combat makes for some fun and interesting gameplay. With the various playable characters and the fact that the Switch version has all of the DLC, hacking and slashing through enemies on the go with the Switch is an absolute blast. Diablo 3 is also one of the best co-op games to play with friends. When 1 to 4 players can defeat enemies while leveling and looting together, there is a lot of reasons to return to this third installment of the Diablo series. Number 13, Super Mario Maker 2. Super Mario Maker 2 is a game that allows you to use your own imagination in creating Super Mario levels for either yourself or others. There is a wide variety of options to create and build your own Super Mario levels from past games such as Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Super Mario 3D World. This game has a plethora of player-made levels to play and enjoy, although it does severely lack multiplayer support to fix issues such as laggy gameplay and random loading times during levels. There is also a story mode that has over 100 Mario levels to play that are new to this game. Super Mario Maker 2 has enjoyment not only with the building and playing of levels, but also being able to share your creations with those around the world. Next up, at number 12, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is a remake of the classic Pokemon Yellow game for the Game Boy. With a new coat of paint, plenty of upgrades and improvements, and the added Pokemon Go style of catching Pokemon, this game is great for those who are playing it for the first time or returning for the nostalgia of a classic. We get to return to the Kanto region with the original 151 Pokemon and the addition of Mega Evolutions. The original story for the most part is still intact here, and it's a great overall Pokemon experience. At number 11, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Being able to play Skyrim on the go was a feat likely not thought possible just a short time ago. The Nintendo Switch changed all that when Skyrim was released for it in 2017. Since its initial release in 2011, Skyrim has been the favorite of many. The vast open-world RPG has hundreds of hours of explorations, quests, along with an excellent storyline. Being able to fight off various enemies such as dragons, vampires, giants, and beasts of all kinds is an amazing experience in itself, and now we can take it on the go. In Skyrim Switch Edition, it comes with all of the DLC, motion controls, and in-game content such as the Master Sword, the Hyrulean Shield, and an outfit from The Legend of Zelda. If you haven't already played Skyrim, this is a must-have for the Nintendo Switch. Coming up on number 10, Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 is Nintendo's take on a third-person shooter, and it's a unique one at that. As you are an Inkling, a squid-like character that shoots vibrant color ink, the ink can be used against your enemies, or to cover turf that allows you to become a squid and move quickly through the areas colored in your ink during battles to replenish your ammo. This makes multiplayer competitive game modes a lot of fun, as you are trying to cover more turf than your enemies to be able to defeat them. With a bunch of weapons and accessories to unlock and customize your player, Splatoon 2 keeps things interesting. There is a fun story in the game, however the main focus is going to be the multiplayer with several game modes. Splatoon 2 is definitely a must-have for players who enjoy shooting games. Number 9, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield is the newest game in the Pokemon franchise and the first new Pokemon game to come to the Nintendo Switch, being that Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are technically a remake of Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Sword and Shield did not live up to the hype at launch, due to players being unhappy with the absence of the National Pokédex. However, this is still a solid new addition to the franchise. Being able to explore the Galar region with the new wild areas that present an open world-like experience filled with Pokemon. Also, we get to play as the new 8th generation Pokemon while being able to use the new Dynamax mechanic that allows Pokemon to dramatically increase their size and have more powerful moves. This takes the place of Mega Evolutions from the previous games. With new characters and gym leaders, there is a lot to love in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And if you're willing to shell out $30 more, there is a lot of interesting content to be had and even more coming later this month in the expansion packs. Coming up at number 8, Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler is a turn-based RPG like that of the old Final Fantasy games. There are 8 playable characters with essentially 8 storylines. At the start of the game, you will choose one of the characters. That will be your main character throughout the game. On your travels, however, you will meet 7 other players, the 7 others that you would have been able to choose at the beginning, and get to learn about them before they inevitably join your party. This creates a unique experience. Even though the game is a 2D sprite game, it is absolutely beautiful. The snowy levels with the snow coming down and glistening and the fantastic lighting is visually amazing. And this is why this game is ironically 8th on the list. Number 7, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a port of the Wii U's Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a solid racing game with stunning visuals. It is a lot of fun to play either by yourself or with friends, or even the online multiplayer, which has a lot of players to be competitive with. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has all of our favorite Nintendo characters with tons of unlockable karts, wheels, and gliders. There are a few different difficulties, and enough maps to keep things interesting. With the ability to carry 2 items at a time, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe can keep your racing enjoyment going and going. There is also a battle mode, which is a lot of fun, that allows you to battle CPUs or other players, and it's just something simply different. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is quite honestly a blast, and I can't wait for Mario Kart 9, which I hope comes sooner than later. Next up at number 6, Minecraft. Minecraft is the most sold game ever, and there's a good reason for it. The graphics may not appear to be the best, however, this is not a game to ignore. There is so much creativity to be unleashed in this open world survival game. Minecraft allows you to do so much and seems to be constantly adding to it. And this is no different on the Nintendo Switch. I have invested countless hours in creating my own little world, creating objects from raw materials, battling enemies at night, and figuring out what insane thing I want to create next. There are players out there that have created some spectacular creations, and the game always has something to do, and so much to explore that everyone should experience it, especially on the Switch. Now we enter the top 5. And number 5 on the list, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons is like a home away from home. In New Horizons, you are on an island in which you choose a preset landscape at the beginning. Then you will spend your days collecting materials, crafting, fishing, chopping wood, selling things for money or in the game's currency bells, and helping villagers along the way. Eventually, after going into massive debt to a raccoon named Tom Nook, you will be able to build a home and start customizing your island to your liking. Here's looking at you, Tom Nook, and the 300,000 bells that I currently still owe you. Animal Crossing New Horizons has so much for every kind of player, and even when you think that you are out of things to do, something new and interesting comes about. There are hundreds of hours that can be easily sunk into the game. That is why it had to make this list. Next up, at number 4, Luigi's Mansion. The less popular Mario Brother Luigi returns for the third installment of the Luigi's Mansion series. This time around, Luigi needs to save Mario, Peach, and the Toads from King Boo, who locked them into paintings. Luigi will need to break out his flashlight and the poltergust to save the day. This game honestly has some of the most stunning visuals on the Nintendo Switch. The gameplay is very enjoyable, with capturing ghosts, solving puzzles, and collecting coins and gems. This game is filled with comical events between the ghosts, Luigi and his gestures, Goo Luigi, and Luigi's ghost dog. All of this comes together to just polish a fantastic game. As we enter the top 3, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My first ever TV console game was Super Smash Bros. For the N64. Super Smash Bros. Has come a long way from the original 12 fighters to the vast roster of 76 at the time of this video in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just announced a few days ago, Steve from Minecraft will also be added to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. This game has practically every fighter from all of our favorite Nintendo games that one could want. From Link, to Cloud from Final Fantasy, to Lucario from Pokemon, to Isabelle from Animal Crossing, there is a fighter here for everyone. Each player has their own unique set of moves and attacks. There are various stages to play on and tons of items to use to your advantage. There is an interesting storyline that a lot of time can be invested in, and the ability to play with 7 of your friends equaling 8 in a multiplayer Super Smash battle is absolutely staggering. This is a fantastic addition to anyone's Switch library. Number 2, Super Mario Odyssey. Our favorite plumber returns in a new epic adventure to save Princess Peach, once again from Bowser's grasp in Super Mario Odyssey. With its open world levels and beautiful visuals, this game is addicting to say the least. The brilliant level design, clever use of the environment, and the new addition of Cappy, a sidekick hat that allows you to take control of various characters and objects, this makes Super Mario Odyssey truly an enjoyable experience. Mario Odyssey will keep you coming back to find and collect the ridiculous amount of power moons spread across the levels. This game will have you lost in the open worlds for hours. It is a no-brainer to put this at number 2 on the list. Speaking of no-brainers, the top number 1 slot, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is an adventure that everyone who owns a Switch has to experience. Its vast open world is spectacular to explore with so many things to do. The visuals are simply stunning and the combat is easy to grasp and so satisfying once mastered. With a variety of fun and interesting enemies and the various different weapons and armor that can be picked up throughout the world, this gives the player the choice on how they want to approach an enemy. The puzzle solving is exquisite, and it just polishes a fantastic game. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is truly a masterpiece, and I cannot wait for the next game in the series. I cannot recommend this game enough. With that said, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in all the way to the end of this video. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and let me know if I missed any of your favorites down below, because hey, maybe I just haven't played them and it'll give me a chance to look into some new and interesting games. Anyway, thank you so much. Later.